What are you saying, everyone? ADR here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another 129 FUT Draft challenge, and we're starting off with, let's go top formation, 4-3-3 defend, and our captain is not going to be Vinny Jr. Got way high rated cards. We're actually going to take Neymar here, Neymar Jr. 88 rated, and striker will take Kenny Dalglish, who is decent enough. Obviously he's an icon, so that always helps. And then if we can get some 98s and 97s, then we are laughing. And 96 rated Sam's at the end kind of saves us on that pick there, because it was looking like it was going to be a bad player. We also get Paul Scholes, and then our second DM is very good as well. Have they just copied the cards? CDM, left back and centre mid. Maybe. Anyway, guys, if you enjoy the content, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And do you know what? This draft has started off really well. We're going to need probably one more icon for chemistry, and maybe some more road to the final cards from either Tottenham or Chelsea. That will probably help out our chem. And then our right back is going to be just that, 96 rated Jed Spence. So great chemistry to a doggy. In goal, if this is a big goalkeeper, we may be 95 rated. It's a very big goalkeeper, but we're not 95 rated. Fair enough, but 98 rated Ibrahima Konate is insane. We need a new left wing, a new centre mid, probably need a new centre back as well, but this draft has started off very well. And also, guys, yesterday, the question of the draft, or the question of the day, however you want to put it, was about what are your hottest takes, and we have some extremely hot takes in the comments from yesterday, so we'll be going through some of them during today's draft. But do you know what? This is at least going to be a 128, right? We'll take her, we'll play her centre back. She gets +1 to the chemistry. To be fair, can we afford to take Paul Scholes out of the team? We actually don't lose too much chemistry, but in the long run, we may need to bring him back in. It's going to come down to whether we can fix up the front three. And you know what? Rivaldo over Neymar, +3 there, is fantastic. Still need 2 more chemistry. We now get 96 rated Mohamedashvili. He's going to go in over Romani. And that is our 4th shapeshifter. So we are 94 rated with a 76 rated player on our bench. And who else do we need to remove? Maybe Scholes, Neymar, and Hernani. And then once we do that, we are looking good. But this pick is not looking good. We'll take Undav. And we get 96 rated Reece James. Very nice. He goes onto the bench. Probably, he doesn't take us up to 95. That's surprising. I actually thought he was going to be what takes us up to 95. Looking at the starting lineup, yeah, still the front three, which is a bit underwhelming. We get Dovbik here, not ideal. 2 picks left. Needs to be 90 pluses now. We get 96 rated Diani or 96 rated Free Gang. I think it's got to be Diani, right? She can play centre mid, so that could help us out. And that does take us up to 95. So with 1 pick left, as we're going to be a little bit higher rated with Paul Scholes here. If it can be a 98 rated card, I guess you never know. Let's see who we end up getting. It is, wow, it's not 98, but it is 97 rated Sadio Mane. That is incredible. We're obviously going to take him. And we'll put him on the bench over Paul Scholes. Do we go up to 96? We do not go up to 96. I guess maybe, like, can we afford to do this? We actually can. It's just Fowler off chem. So if we get a Australian manager, then we're at full chem. Can anyone else play right wing? I don't think so. No. So, okay. We're going to start off maybe with a 128, which is a great start. Let's take our manager, and that's going to get us full chem. And let's get into the next draft attempt. Okay, into the next attempt, and time for a hot take. This one is from M, and he says, my hottest take is Desiree Doué will be a better player than Yamal once they're both in their prime. What do you guys think of that one? Let me know in the comments. I think for me, that's a take I'd agree with. I'd argue that even though, actually, did I just say that's the take I'd agree with? I don't agree with that, sorry. It's a take I disagree with. No, Yamal, I think, is obviously younger, and right now he's better. I think where I could potentially agree with it is that the history of players that have basically started off their career young and hit the heights that, obviously no one's hit the heights Yamal's hit at such a young age, but whenever they do accomplish quite a lot at a young age, their longevity seems to decrease. They unfortunately get injuries and stuff like that. So obviously we hope that doesn't happen, but I mean, history's probably not on his side, because like even Ronaldo didn't start really gaining traction until maybe what, 19ish. So we'll see. But that is a hot take for sure. And keeping on the Yamal theme, we've got another one from Javier. And he says, my hot take is Yamal doesn't deserve the Ballon d'Or. And this is the one that I'd argue, I don't think it's a hot take. I think a lot of people would agree. I agree with that Yamal doesn't deserve Ballon d'Or. Obviously, he's up there for sure in terms of maybe he'll end up top 5 or whatever. But there's been players better than him. So yeah, I'd agree with that one. Here we'll go Frimpong. I can't wait till Footies comes out, to be honest. I'm just looking at this draft. Some of the players that have moved team are going to have Footies cards. And if you guys don't know, the Footies promos, they always offer some 99 rated cards, 98 rated cards. It's a very fun time. So we'll see. We'll see what's in store. I'm guessing on Friday it'll be maybe another Shapeshifter team. I'm not too sure, actually. If anyone does know, let me know in the comments. One thing I do know is that this draft hasn't been the best. Although we do get 95 rated Trinity Rodman. We need 2 new centre-backs. And preferably both of them need to be icons. If we want to get the chem, that is. We're only 92 rated. We've got 26 chem. We get, you know what, Lucy Bronze or Sol Campbell. I'm actually going to go Sol Campbell, because I've been asking for a icon centre-back, and he definitely is that. And I guess we'll go Neymar here. Highest rated, makes the bench. It's a bit of a lackluster bench, to be honest. One thing we've learned about getting the 129 is you need a high rated bench as well. We do get 96 rated Stein though. Can play centre mid. We'll play over Clinton. Can we afford to do that? We might be able to. I guess we'll try. Once we get that... Ooh, we do lose Chem, but once we get that third icon, we'll be laughing. We've only got 2 picks to get it though. So it will be difficult. And keeping on the theme of the Ballon d'Or, this hot take is that Salah, even with his performance in the Champions League, is still deserving Ballon d'Or winner. I disagree. I don't know. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think on that take. But I don't know. I disagree with that. I think you have to do a lot in the Champions League. Or on an international scale rather than just league-based. Otherwise, someone like Victor Gyökeres is like top 5 Ballon d'Or, and he's just really not, is he? But anyway, not the best of drafts there. Let's take our manager. I think we had that manager last draft as well. But let's get into the next one. Okay, into the next attempt. Should we try 3-back? Did we just try 3-back? I don't even remember. We did, didn't we? Let's go 4-2-2 then. Obviously, no wingers, but there's so many high-rated cams. We get Mo Salah again. We do have another hot take on Mo Salah. But for now, let's take Tarkowski. Because if we get road to the final cards from the Prem, like a 96 rated Jed Spence, then look at that. He's already on full chemistry. Love to see it. Yeah, the hot take on Salah is that he'll have a massive downfall starting next season. He's won it all and he's got the new big contract. You know what? I said the same thing last season, obviously minus the new contract, that Salah would fall off, and he had one of his best seasons ever. So I will not be going against Mo Salah. And I think as well, with the new big contract and stuff like that, I think that affects younger players. With Salah, it's more of a case he's chasing greatness right now. He wants to break records, and just because he's earning a big wage, I don't think that will demotivate him. Do we get... I think we have to go Rodri here, by the way. 4 ratings lower, taking Lee Melu. Obviously, if we hadn't have taken our centre-backs already, because there would be an even bigger chance of seeing 98 Rodri. But based on the rest of the players, 88 rated, I can't do it. So we'll take this 92 Rodri. And then in goal, we'll get 94 rated Zentner. So we need... It feels like we need a lot. Left back, centre back for sure. Probably 2 centre backs. Then a cam and a striker. Maybe even a CDM to replace Rodri. Who knows? Well, we're starting off with the backup keeper, which is Tullis Joyce. Good for the bench rating. Not bad in case we get Arsenal road to the final players. We do get a 98 rated player in Phil Foden. And that's a really nice player to add to the team. And we also get Zvava here, who I'm going to play her left back. I'm going to take out Rodri. And we'll do this. All the Prem players are on full chem anyway, so works out nicely. We also get 96 rated Cafu, who can play in at cam. So I did say this draft wasn't looking great, but now it is definitely improving. We will need a big centre-back at some point. Take Freddie Ljungberg. A good striker as well to replace Gabby Jesus would be ideal too. Babajide does have striker. Not too sure what her chemistry will be looking like here. It's not great, but not too much we can do at the minute. We do get 94 rated Kaka, and he does have striker, so he goes up front. We're now just missing 2 chem on Mappy Leon. And ideally, we just replace her. I did say we need 2 new centre-backs, so if at least we could get 1 new centre-back, that would be nice. We'll take Johan Cruyff, obviously not his 98 rated version, but his 98 rated version wouldn't fit the starting lineup anyway. That does take us to 94 overall. We've got another hot take, and this is a very interesting one. Guys, let me know what you think of this in the comments. It says that Suarez is the best striker ever. Do you know what? It's not an awful take. It's not a great take either, but it's not an awful take, to be fair. I think if Suarez was a more likable player, then, or likable person, then perhaps he gets entered into those discussions. I just think he's not in terms of popularity, done so many devious things. Is devious the right word? I don't know, but it's like a few people, you know? Like, I don't know how you could say he's the best striker ever, or how someone could, like, obviously it's a hot take, so you can say whatever, but I mean to say it's hard to back a person that's got that sort of, you know, stuff against them. And that's just only one of the many things against him. We have gone up to 95, by the way, guys. We actually do have a lot of 96s in this draft. The issue is our centre-back. We still haven't seen a new one, unfortunately. But we'll see what happens. We've got one pick left. And it's not going to be ideal, fair enough. But 95 rated. Can we get the chem, is what I'm wondering. If we get you know what? We can get a chem. Let's lock in the 128. Oh no, we dropped. I was a bit overconfident there. Hold on. Let's take out Rodri. And let's rely on getting a Spanish manager. Because I think to be fair, we could play Lauren James, right? I feel like I'm taking a while over this one. But yeah, we can play Lauren James. So Liga F manager would take us to full chem. Could we just start Rodri and call it a day? We can't. Okay, fair enough. All right, so Spanish Liga F manager. Or Spanish manager, which we didn't get. So fairs. Let's take our end screen, I guess. I was meant to say take our manager, which we already did. So 127. Let's get into the next one. Okay, so into the next draft attempt. Let's go back to, no, let's go 4-1-3-2. I don't mind this. I would have preferred the one with the cam, but a lot of 98 rated players in each of those positions. I'm going to start off with Wanmi as captain. And the next hot take is a really interesting one. And I think this is going to take a little while to talk about, but it's from Enzo, and his hot take is that. Sorry, 1 second. We'll take Daniel Podence here, in case we get the Portuguese road to the final players. We get Goncalo Ramos, which is technically a Portuguese road to the final player, but anyway. His hot take is that Esteban is already a top 5 Premier League right winger. Now, obviously, I've only seen Esteban in the Club World Cup, and based off of that, he's definitely not. But obviously, I can't just base it on is it a post-season tournament? I don't even know what to call it. So it's like a glorified friendlies, really. So I shouldn't really place my decision or my opinion, sorry, on that. But where I do have a bit of disagreement or I would challenge is the rest of the comment says that Saka, Neto, Salah, Foden are better than him. And I just don't believe they're the top 4 wingers in the league. Obviously, Salah and Saka, hands down, are. Pedro Neto, maybe a shout for 5th. But in my opinion, Mbumo and Bowen are clear. I honestly don't think it's that close, to be honest. And then Foden hasn't been good. Obviously, last season Foden was really bad, as we get 98 rated Rodri. And then the season before, I guess he was really good, but I don't know. It feels like an age has passed since Foden won the Player of the Season. He did, didn't he? Right? Have I made that up? No, I'm pretty sure he did. But yeah, I don't know. And I feel like even towards the end of the season, his performances started to drop off a bit. So I don't know. It's a bit of a weird one with Foden. Even like after last season, you could argue someone like Alanga's there. Maybe if Ahmad didn't get injured second half of the season, I can sneak him in, but I won't even do that. But yeah, maybe he is. Maybe Esteban will come in and prove me wrong. But I'd give it a bit of time. But that's the point of a hot take, isn't it? So it's a really good one. I guess we'll have to see what happens when it comes to Esteban. From seeing him in the Club World Cup, I thought he looked like he needed a bit of a loan. He looks a bit slender, and I've been told that the Brazilian league is way more physical or just as demanding as the Premier League, so he's going to be fine. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this, but I feel like when there's a young prodigy the right word? Yeah, most likely, coming out of a league, you don't really want to like go and just fully body him and 2-foot challenge him, because that could be a really bad injury, and that's like the future of the national team or the future of the league or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe it's a bit like Phil Foden. You don't really see him getting like smashed into, or when he was younger at least, much. Because there's that sort of belief. I don't know. I could be making up, right? I don't know. That's what football's about, opinions. Now, in terms of this draft, it had potential to be really good, and it still probably could be decent. I'm going to take out Karshawi for Catley. So that's going to get Catley most of her chem. I'm also going to start Henri over Goncalo Ramos. We're going to stay 95 rated, guys. This is an incredibly high rated draft. What do we need? We need another 98 for sure. I guess... could we start Dino probably left mid? I'm just thinking that's going to take us to full chem, isn't it? Lovely. So all this time I could have done that, and here I am. Here we are. Okay, so in terms of how close we are to 96, I'm not too sure. We've got 5 96s and a 98 in the starting lineup, but let's see. Our last pick is not going to be great. We get Beth Mead. She just about makes the bench. We're stuck with an 88 rated player on the bench, making it tough to get a 129. But that's what our third 128 of the draft. This honestly has been absolutely amazing. Let's see if we can get the 129 in the next one. All right, here we go. Let's go probably 4-3. Oh, you know what? I don't know if you guys have watched the last couple of videos, but each time I've taken the 3-1-4-2, we get a really good draft. So I was going to take the 4-3-3 attack, but I'm going to take the 3-1-4-2. And we're going to start off with Kramer here. And hopefully this is going to be the 129. Okay. One bad pick isn't going to mess anything up. That's fine. We do get 93 rated Kessler at the end, which is very clutch because taking an 88 rated player there would not have been ideal. Also get Ginola. We get 96 rated Basuma, which is great. The Tottenham road to the finals have been ever present in these drafts. And our right mid is going to be 96 rated Michael Elise, which is fantastic. So a great start. Centre back number 1 is either, we do have a choice, either Ruben Dish or Ruben Moy. And I have to say, we probably should go Ruben Diaz here. Just because Prem Chem, we have Ginola, we have, is it Basuma? Yeah, we've got Basuma. 95 rated Gomez is good. Gonna need a couple more icons. And we'll take is it Jimmy Greaves? No, Jimmy Greaves is like the England legend, right? Schwaber, who's this? Nope, not you. He is Jacob Greaves. There you go. Goalkeeper, probably will need a new one. 98 rated Kanate is never bad. We don't get him. We do get a Liverpool keeper though in Alisson. Centre back, we get Ledley King, another Prem hero, so good for our chemistry. One more Prem link, and all the Prem players are on full chem. We get Van der Waal. We won't take Trent. Wait, got a very good assist yesterday, so shout out to him. And let me know, guys, who do you think is going to win the Club World Cup? I did see I think they done like a percentage chance, and Chelsea's top of it. I'm pretty sure though it's because of the route they have to the final. It's probably the easier of the other side, basically. And the reason I didn't take Rafael is because he's got a 97 rated card, which would be a game changer. Like a 97 rated Stoichkov, who we will take. He's going to get us more chemistry as well. Only +1 though, I thought it'd be a bit more. We could play Kai Havertz, and it's actually meant to replace Diaby there. But it actually doesn't matter. That's fine. So another new striker would be ideal. We get Rita 96 rated. I think she's got 3 96 rated cards. I could be wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure she does. Now, she doesn't really get us much chemistry, but she's good for the rating. See if we can get a 98 or something. We get 96 rated Evander. Again, I don't think he's actually going to help us. We'll take him. But he's just going to stay on the bench, it looks like. 3 picks left. Next up is Ono Batier. She doesn't fit the team. I guess Francescoli could go striker. But I feel like that's a bit boring. So we'll go Ono Batier. She does help our bench rating going in over Elmas. We're only 94 rated though. Got another hot take. Benzema is better than Suarez. Do I agree with that? Nah, I don't think so. Other than the one Ballon d'Or season, I think Suarez is pretty clear of Benzema, actually. Let me know what you guys think about that one. But thank you for leaving the take. And we also have Pedro Neto, 96 rated. So, I mean, if we play him, we just end up losing chemistry. I was thinking Riton may be able to get her chem, but doesn't look like it. This could be another 95 rated draft, though. Is it? It's not. Who's off chem? Gomez. So, a league link or a nation link, and I think he's on full chem. Yeah, literally. So, we'll take our manager. And this is actually the last draft attempt, but what a fun video this has been. Guys, if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like. If you haven't left your hot take already, be sure to do that. And if you didn't hear your hot take today, then you should hear it tomorrow.